And welcome back to Season 2, Episode 13. I can't apologize for trying to survive here today on Bite Me. I'd said before the break the term dance puppet dance. And it's true. If you don't do what you have to do to survive today, you might not make it to tomorrow. So if you are out there webcamming or selling drugs or whatever the case may be, you are likely doing so to survive in the environment that capitalism has no doubt created. And to that end, while we are trying to not only survive for ourselves, our what would have been generational wealth is being demolished as well, because capitalism promotes global warming, and that is ending the earth that our children would have otherwise inherited. So you can't win. It's a really sad episode, you guys, because in your mind you're like, so basically what you're telling us is we have to do awful things to survive, even if we don't want to do them. And if we continue to do them, we're still gonna, we're all dying. From the second you're born, you're dying. What is a pet other than a tiny tragedy? It's going to die before you die, you know. These are things you need to have reconciliation with in your lifetime. Otherwise, you are in for a pretty dismal shock. But don't let people make you feel guilty for doing what you have to do to feed yourself or your children when we have been put into a situation where we have little recourse. It's very, these self-righteous people who get on the internet and want to judge everybody, they kill me. They kill me because it's like, bitch, Nadine, do you not know you're in the same damn boat as the rest of us? Like, ignorance really is bliss. To be that self-righteous and be able to judge like that. Like, it must be nice to sit back and collect her husband's military paycheck and never had a pregnancy scare in her life, never had parents who didn't provide for her. That must be very nice for Nadine. I don't know that feeling, and I don't know a lot of women who do. But for women like you and me, you, the listener, who is probably in a boat like I am or I was, there are times when you are met with hard decisions that compromise your values and your morals, but at the end of the day, you gotta eat and your kids gotta eat, because more than likely the dad's not around. But I don't want to totally throw out the dads either, because there's plenty of dads that are there, like my partner Eric, who struggle too. It's not anything any of us asked for. This is just the nation that has been created by capitalist greed. I mean, honestly, really and truly, it's a boomer issue. But if you get right down to human psychology, money and greed changes people. And by the time you have money, you have no boundaries. And then you can do things that you wouldn't normally do. It's like a kid that the parent never disciplines them. They just get to run around and do whatever they want. That's the inmates running the asylum, is how you would put that. And that is these rich billionaires who are putting us in this essentially Hunger Games position where we are forced to confront our morals versus survival. And people want to talk about how, the wealthy 1%, one day there's going to be no middle class, and we're there. We have reached that threshold. And if you're a millennial, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The struggle of admission of this is what it is for me. To want to be able to do something, but still playing a part in things that you can't stand. Who doesn't shop on Amazon? Who continues to put up with the narcissist at work? Who keeps going to work amid abhorrent and worsening health conditions? That's all of us. What we really need to do, honestly, if you want to start small but you want to start somewhere, is we need to fund other resources. But how? Globalization is what's going to kill us all. Food for thought on Bite Me. As always, feel free to check out the Truthful Groomer website for blog articles. I'm also on Twitter and Insta. And even on Facebook, you can check out the podcast. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time on Bite Me.